I want to talk to you today about the Middy F1 top kits. They're available for all of the nano-core range of poles, which is every Middy pole from the margin right the way to the top of the range XZ65. So what are they? Well, you've got two short top kits available, the Pro 10 and the F1 G16. Basically, the only difference between the two is cost and the type of carbon that's involved in the manufacture of them. You've got the Pro 10, which is a slightly more expensive, lighter top kit, and that's for use on your top of the range poles such as the XK55 or the XZ65, and the G16, which is slightly cheaper, slightly sort of heavier carbon, but ultimately stronger. Can you tell the difference? Of course you can, but it's at ranges sort of from 13 metres plus up to 16 metres. And I'm more than happy to fish with both top kits. In fact, I prefer the G16 for down the edges and big weight short, just because it gives you that little bit more confidence when you're playing the fish. So why the short top kits? Well, what it basically is, it boils down to physics. The faster the taper, the stiffer the carbon's going to be. And that allows me two benefits. One is ultimate rig control. And the second, it allows the elastics to work far more effectively for species such as F1's. So you can fish a very soft elastic, but because you've got a shorter length, you're more, it bottoms out a bit quicker, and you're in more control. And the other benefit is where the fish sort of surface on the lake when you're about to net them. Instead of on a really long top kit, when you're sort of netting them at sort of 3-4 metres, a short top kit always allows them to come up by your feet, and that's when you can put your big weights together. So in summary, it's rig control, it's playing out fish, it's so much better in terms of fishing shallow. You can hit more bites as well due to the responsiveness. All round, in my opinion, far better. So how do you fish these down the middle, you're probably wondering? Well, you'll be correct, because basically you've got 5.5 foot of carbon here, and a lot of snake lakes or other lakes down the middle are going to be more than that. So what I tend to do is utilise a short 4. Now, Middy have made it so when you put the short 4 into a short top kit, that length of carbon becomes the same length as a normal Middy top kit, which is around 8 foot. So obviously you can fish in depths up to 8 foot without having to sort of wrap your line around the winder and tuck it in the bottom of the pole. Now, for me as well, the short 4 also compounds how stiff the top kit is and the action that I'm going to sort of get when I'm fishing, which again aids rig control, striking, shipping out with bait in the pole cup, and the way the pole behaves when I hook a fish. For me, that's perfect, and it's how I like to fish probably 90% of my fishing these days, with a short top kit and a short 4. A couple more key points with the top kits. Getting down to the business end, we've obviously got a reinforced section, which is ideal for drilling out and fitting the puller bush. The Middy puller bushes are absolutely perfect. They're a shallow depth, which means you get less friction when you're pulling the elastic, and they've got a perfect notch that round the middle, which allows you to drill the right size hole, click it into place, and it negates the need for any glues or resins if you don't want to reinforce it. You just don't need them, it'll click into place and be perfect. We've also got the new gripper bushes, which allow you to tie a knot and stop the elastic being pulled through the puller bush. It's absolutely perfect, and due to the small diameter hole in the bottom end, you can also tension the elastic to how strong you like it when you're fishing. At the business end, I always use the DAC connectors. They're absolutely spot on for connecting your rig to the elastic, and you don't get any issues with the elastic being cut through with the line. Highly recommend them. So the top kits are out in the shops now. I highly recommend you go and check them out.